And I have your permission to videotape you today?
You do.
Okay, thank you. The reason why I came here today is because you were one of the citizens that was at a town hall meeting on July 5th, 2006 with Senator John McCain when he came here to Prescott Valley. And during that town hall meeting, during the question and answer period, you were one of the gentlemen that stood up and posed a question to Senator McCain. And your question pertained to the statistics of the crimes being committed by illegal aliens. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on that? Because you just reviewed the tape that I showed you, the disc of that time, and there's a little portion there that I missed, a few seconds of the entire question. And the last part that we got had to deal with the children, the illegal alien children that are crossing the border.
Yeah, well, the entire question that I asked him was whether or not there were any statistics, and if there were, what they were, related to the volume of crimes that were being committed by these illegals, and also by the citizen offspring of these illegals, the ones that come across the border and have their baby, and okay, now they've got a U.S. citizen baby, so...
And his answer to you was, I will not dignify that.
His answer to me was totally disgusting.
Totally disgusting. And can you elaborate on the answer that he gave you? How do you feel about the answer that he gave you? His answer was, I will not...
He didn't give me an answer. He just blew me off and went on to somebody else.
How did that make you feel?
Not too happy. Because that's one of the problems, is that there are so many sanctuary cities and states, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Boston, that won't even determine whether a criminal is an illegal, let alone report any information on it. Any statistics can even be developed.
Right. Well, Senator McCain...
Some of the prison statistics, I mean, Hispanics make up, what, I think the last figures I heard were somewhere around 24% of the population, but yet you look at some of these prison populations and they're over 60-70% Hispanic.
Right.
I think made it clear that the majority of the people there opposed his amnesty approach to immigration, to the illegal immigration problem.
And in your opinion, though, how was his demeanor? He knew that was how many people opposed it. And what would you describe as his demeanor towards the people, with the fact that they weren't buying
it was quite obvious in his demeanor that he found it quite irritating that so many people objected to his view on immigration, what he was proposing. Because I think the majority of the people there opposed illegal immigrants and the effect that it's having on this country and tearing down the very fabric. They've got completely different values and whatnot from what most Americans have. They have a completely different culture.
And it's not to say, let's just say, other people who come here from other countries, and I just want to throw this in, like if you come from Italy or Germany or Sweden or anywhere, and you come to the United States and want to become a citizen, they've got different cultures too, but they're willing to assimilate and become American and bring those traditions in.
Oh yeah, they're bringing their culture in, but they're also integrating it into American culture. Whereas especially Hispanic, is not. They won't learn the language, they won't accept the customs, they won't accept the responsibility, they won't obey the laws.
Yeah, and then if about a year and a half after we met John McCain at the meeting there, and do you think he's changed any bit since then, or how do you feel?
Oh no, I don't think he's changed one bit as far as the immigration issue is concerned. The only change he's admitted to or stated is that he now agrees that we need a fence prior to immigration reform. But as far as the reform part is concerned, he hasn't changed one iota that I've been able to tell.
Well, let me ask you this. We had funding for the wall or the fence.
that right there indicates that there's some kind of a problem, that this border needs to be controlled and sealed.
Absolutely. Senator John McCain is our senator for the state of Arizona. And at that town hall meeting, he had not yet decided to run for president. But he was one of the co-authors of the amnesty bill at that time with Senator Kennedy. During the town hall meeting, it seemed that out of every 5 questions, every 4 citizens had one that had to deal with the fact that they wanted the border secured, they weren't happy with what was happening with illegal immigration, and yet Senator McCain's attitude was a little bit to be desired. Do you recall his personality and how he treated the people during that town hall meeting? And if so, how would you describe that?
Well, he has supported amnesty, regardless of what he calls it, right along. And that's one of the problems. One of the big things I had with the bill that he had in, what was it, '06, one of the things that he kept emphasizing was that criminals would not be eligible for the path to citizenship, as he put it. The only trouble with that is their being here illegally makes them criminals. So how can there be any of them that would be eligible for it?
Good point. Good point.
I mean, in order to work, they're either getting cash, not paying taxes, which is criminal. They're committing identity theft, which is criminal. They're using fraudulent documents, which is criminal.
So I guess
What
it
part
depends
of
on what.
criminal does not he understand?
That's true. Right now, he's running for president. Senator McCain is running for president, and he's trying to tell people that he's not going to give them amnesty if he was elected president, that he would secure the border first.
The only thing that's changed since his 2006 immigration bill is that now he agrees that a fence has to be built first. But other than for switching the immigration reform and building a fence, switching the priority order on that, he hasn't changed a bit.
So he's still amnesty McCain. It's
Yes.
just that now he might put a border wall up, possibly.
Yes, he said that on an interview here a week or so ago.
Yeah.
I'd like to use the opening of the Constitution, we the people.
Of the United
But
States.
they don't go far enough. We the people of the United States, not the people of the world.
That's true. That's good.
In the United States, the people of the United States and the legal immigrants that want to come here to be people of the United States are the ones that should be considered.
And I have your permission to videotape you today?
You do?
Okay, thank you. The reason why I came here today is because you were one of the citizens that was at a town hall meeting on July 5th, 2006 with Senator John McCain when he came here to Prescott Valley. And during that town hall meeting, during the question and answer period, you were one of the gentlemen that stood up and posed a question to Senator McCain. And your question pertained to the statistics of the crimes being committed by illegal aliens. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on that? Because you just reviewed the tape that I showed you, the disc of that time. And there's a little portion there that I missed, a few seconds of the entire question. And the last part that we got had to deal with the children, the illegal alien children that are crossing the border.
Yeah, well, the entire question that I asked him was whether or not there were any statistics, and if there were, what they were, related to the volume of crimes that were being committed by these illegals and also by the citizen offspring